And we are live. Hi, everybody. It's KTEE
And Dellany.
with her plethora of fake Oscars.
Wait, whoa. They're not fake.
Show me pick one up. I want to see a real Oscar.
We are, yes. I would like to thank Facebook Academy for the opportunity to have our show, Fat TV, on here through StreamYard. And we can never forget the fans and our friends. Thank you.
I think you've lost it. I think you definitely have lost it.
KT couldn't be here today, so I'll just take them all for her. Now you're making me drop my Oscars. So
where did you get those?
Buy nothing.
Too much. You're too
well,
much.
I mean, listen, we are winning, so
we are definitely award winning. We won our first award and then got shut down.
Elphaba. I swear, as soon as we started this, Elphaba, I'm gonna have words with you and you're not gonna like it. Everyone's gonna hear mommy say things that they don't want to hear mommy say. Yeah, she's starting to lick. She's in my sight, but she thinks I'm actually like not paying attention, and she's licking her stitches. That mother Elphaba.
She's got her little thing off.
You're not gonna lick the stitches, okay?
Don't lick the stitches.
Lickers don't lick stitches.
All right, I've done all of this sharing, so hopefully everybody on Facebook can see us.
Well, I have figured out as Facebook how to be Dellany Town Piece on here. So I'm going to share to my like page.
You finally figured that out? When did
I figured it out today when I was on here for more than 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, because Facebook has changed the way they do things.
Yeah. Let me see if I can share. I'm going to try now. Do you have it? Hi, everybody who's here. Hi.
I do. I'm going to put everybody's name up right now. We're just kind of just chilling. Oh, that Danielle LaDonna.
Hi, Danielle. Hi, LaDonna. What's up? Okay.
And what you drinking? Are you drinking anything? I'm drinking sparkling strawberry juice beverage from Trader Joe's.
Okay, I will be drinking kombucha.
I just can't do it. I can't. I tried.
It's great.
I tried very hard.
Wait, are you serious? This stuff is bomb.
No.
Doesn't taste fermented at all. So good.
So it's the bomb, and then I get that face.
I think it's good. I was just kidding.
Have you ever seen, what is it? It's like Country Ever After or something like that, where it has the black country singer guy and his wife, who is white, who's a hip hop dancer. It's very funny.
Yeah.
And he's from Texas and she's from Vegas. They also have the most adorable kids too. Mm-hmm. And she's drinking some kind of health shake. And he's he's from Texas. He's talking about if you put dirt and anything that tastes like dirt and put a label on healthy, everybody in California will drink it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's so kombucha. True. It's give me some wheatgrass. It's a kombucha. I'm like, what? You don't hear it.
It's so true. It's girl. I guess I've turned California. I don't know. I have to have organic everything now. It has to be organic.
My sister's gone even deeper. She's it's not only has to be it's just what is it when it's 1 or 2 ingredients? What is that? What is that? Limited ingredients? What is the diet or whatever they call that?
Ew, you said the D word. Raw? You mean a raw diet or?
Well, no, raw is just eating raw food. But this is where it's only made out of 2 or 3 ingredients and it's all
water and air. Water and air.
Water, air, tomatoes.
That's funny.
Because I was showing her something the other day and I was like, oh my God, because Trader Joe's, I only go to Trader Joe's because it's sitting right next to my Pilates class.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm so California. Anyway, they have this banana spread now that is so good. Like I put it in my cottage cheese in the morning. It's so good. And I was like, you gotta get this. And she's like, what's the ingredient? I'm like, never mind. I'm not gonna get this with you.
Bananas go a long way. Like I actually use the peel. Do you do the peel?
No, I'm one of those people that their bananas go bad before they get them all eating.
Well, I don't like bananas. I just eat them because, like, I guess we have to. Whatever, potassium, whatever. But the peel, if you buy an organic banana, you can't do a regular banana. It's gotta be organic. But the peel, it's gonna be organic. Like you wipe it all over your face, and you give yourself a banana facial for like 30 minutes. I said 15 and then I went straight to 30 because I usually forget it's on. And like it's all like on your face. And apparently it's very, very good for your skin. But but you gotta be organic. You don't want pesticides on your face. Yeah.
No, I definitely don't want that. And I don't actually trust organic around here sometimes because I feel like people slap an organic label on things and it's not really organic.
Right. Well, ooh, that sucks to know. Well, I mean, I go to the, I don't know. I go to the organic stores to buy organic. So,
does anybody really trust Whole Foods anymore now that Amazon owns it? I mean, come on.
This is where I bought this from Whole Foods.
Might find a bottle of pee in there from the workers.
Ew, gross.
I know.
Listen, Whole Foods, they suck when it comes to their snacks. They're all like healthy. Who wants healthy snacks?
It's Whole Foods.
No, like their snacks are just lacking. It's really sad. Like you go in there and you're like, where are the chips? It's
in there.
What?
The chips are there.
No, they're crappy chips.
Well, because they're organic, healthy stuff.
Yeah, they're not fun. Whole Foods dropping the ball. Like, give us one aisle that is, good stuff. And then
in there. Like, there's some good cheese. There's definitely some good cheese in there.
I do the vegan cheeses are good. I do vegan cheeses.
I go buy the real Parmesan. Like Parmesan. There's that the wheel. It has to be from that wheel because that's the real Parmesan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this restaurant down the street that I supported during the pandemic because they have this lemon Parmesan sauce that's so good. I did just find it in a jar around here.
Yeah.
But he makes it, and he makes it with real Parmesan. So one night I was like, I think they were closed or something, and I wanted it. So I went to Whole Foods and bought all of the ingredients there, and actually bought all the ingredients there for about the same price I would pay for him to make it. And I'm able to make like 12.
Really? That sounds good.
We'll have to do it. It's a lemon Parmesan sauce. It's so good.
Okay. We'll do it, and I'll do the vegan version. I'm going vegan, yo.
That's cool. You do what you do. You. I'll do cheese.
Yeah. I will lecture you on live TV.
Cheese.
What? No, Elphaba. No. I will pick you up. Sorry. Go ahead. What?
It's okay. It's hard for me to give up cheese. Cheese is going to be hard.
Have you tried vegan cheese? Vegan cheese is good.
I have tried vegan cheese, and I have not found one that's good. I'm sorry.
Okay. Have you tried vegan cheese lately?
Yes.
Like today?
No, not today, but like within the last month.
Oh, okay. Because there have been strides made in vegan cheese land. Like seriously, like it's good. Would you like Daya cheese?
I have no clue.
Follow your heart cheese. No,
I don't know. Oh. How can you call it cheese if it doesn't have dairy in it? Just give it another name. Cheese
like how about V's?
It's like, why do people call Velveeta cheese? That is not cheese.
That's garbage. Yeah.
That's not cheese. Oh, but I got a little one that's just about to, like, she wants to make an appearance in a minute. So do you want to get into our topics for the day? We've just been yakking along about cheese.
Yes. Let's do it.
What do you want to go to first?
Let's talk about Thunder Force.
All right. You first.
Okay, on the count of 3, do a thumbs up or a thumbs down on how you
Okay.
like the movie. On the
1,
count of 3. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Ah! What? What? KT, what's
I
that thumbs down?
I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay.
You didn't have to.
Oh no, I totally support them, but I'm still traumatized by the movie.
What was wrong with the movie? I'm watching you, Elphaba. What was wrong with it? What was
Well,
wrong?
you tell me what you like about it.
Oh, I don't know. 2 plus size women over 40. I don't know. Like being the leads
Yeah.
and like, yeah. And also like, I just really love Octavia Spencer and Melissa McCarthy. So I will watch them in anything and I will love it. I will love it. And it was, to me, it was hilarious. It was very ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. But in that, there was hilarious. Like I went in already saying, I will go ahead and just in my mind set my standards so low so I don't have expectations. And because I did that, I think that's why I enjoyed it even more.
But why would I want to put my standards low? That's the thing. My standards were high, and maybe that's why I'm having a little bit of issue.
Well, I put my standards low because I already knew they were going to have a hard time with the trolls. The same people who tried to drag Ghostbusters, you know, when they redid Ghostbusters. And I just knew that there were going to be problems that were going to be pointed out. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to look at the glaring issues, but I am going to go in with no expectations because I've learned if I go in and say, I want it to be so good, I want it to be this, that's me setting the standard. But if I just go in like not expecting anything, it's actually for me a better movie going experience, you know?
I mean, I did laugh. There was some fun times in it.
Yeah.
I feel okay. So in this, and I actually sent in, guys, here, I'm going to put this in the comments because one of the issues is I think, and I love her husband, but I think a different director should have done this movie.
Like,
you know, I don't know, like Paul Feig, who every time she does a movie with him, it's gold. It's just great. There's 2 things that are missing: good direction, because I mean, you can only expect so much. You have one of the best actresses in the world with Octavia. You can only expect so much, but you've got to direct her. You know what I mean? You've got to direct your wife. You've got to direct her. You've got to direct everybody else. At times it was like really like too B movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, that could have been a budget situation. Like it could have
Right. Well, I mean, but there's a lot of cool things you can do with no budget. That's another thing. There's like it looked very low budget. And I was like, dang, I really wanted to feel that. Like, I just felt there was a lot of miscasting in it.
I was not expecting a Marvel budget.
No, I wasn't expecting a Marvel budget either. But like, I've seen some films that you're like, wow, that's, it comes down to the vision of the director. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It really does. It does come down to that. And also there's a way with Melissa that it works. Like if you look at The Spy, with if she's able to play off somebody that is in her bubble, it's funnier. Like that and The Heat. Have you ever watched her with Sandra Bullock?
Freaking hilarious. No, I don't know. I don't think I have actually. I don't remember.
Hilarious.
I didn't see that one. No.
I love the fact that Octavia was a superhero, but I know that she was as you said, she had problems with she didn't want to do the stunts and stuff like that. And I think you could tell.
I mean, listen, I feel like we're nitpicking. How many chances did Hulk get? How many versions of Hulk have we seen? How many times has Batman been done over and over and over? Like,
I understand.
I think we should be very forgiving, because I don't know. It was so fun. I just had so much fun watching it. You know, like I don't care about the budget. I don't care. I don't care. I don't think it was miscast. To me, they had a small cast. They only had like 70 people in it. That's not that many.
No, I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear you, but like KT, if we critique this movie, then when will they make another one?
But that's just it. You have to come out of the gate with a good movie.
But
you know what I mean?
To me, it was good. I thought it was good.
I don't know. I turned it off whenever there was a fantasy scene with the crab guy. I was just like,
oh
no.
my God. Well, that was so fun. It was so fun. Did you see her twirl in the air? Did you see that twirl?
I understand it. I don't know. I mean, and I wanted to love it. I am behind it. I do support that. I do support it. I just think that we could have came out with something a little bit. I mean, you've got to come out. If you're having 2 plus size women of 40, they have to kind of own it a little bit more.
I thought they did.
No, they didn't. It didn't get owned. It was not believable to me. That's what I think. That's what.
Wow. Okay.
But okay. I am a superhero person. I do watch all of those movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was freaking funny. I was laughing a lot. Like, I
do have some laugh out loud moments.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, obviously it had some problems. It did have some problems, but every superhero movie has problems. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just really appreciated that they were the leads. And I could see, like, especially, I mean, actually both of the characters, I could see them being in a Marvel or a DC movie. Like, they could fit into that universe, you know? Yeah. So, yeah.
But also, man, if you look at, like, let's go about, like, Deadpool, okay? When Deadpool was in the X-Men movies, he was awful. But when Deadpool had his own movie, so great. So great. I just think that it just could have been better to me. I don't know how to explain it. It might be just the directing. Do you know what I mean? It might be that, because I felt like some of the actors were very off on their timing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is my opinion. Like, I wanted to love it. I sat down and I'm going to watch this. I'm going to love it. And if to make me turn something off, especially when I want to be really behind it, is just sad. And I can't tell you why. You know what? Here's the thing. I watch Dude, Where's My Car? I like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's awful. It might be just a taste thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It might be. But I thought Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy had real chemistry. Like, I could feel it off they had some chemistry. It was fun. No Elphaba. No. Come here. If you want.
And Matt said women get harsher criticism than men. I actually am not criticizing them. I'm actually criticizing the direction.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it.
I think because I'm looking at as director, and I'm like, if you had these 2 women who are brilliant, could have been directed better. I
mean, I just think, I don't know. Okay. I think we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Yes, we are.
And I think you were probably not in the mood for it. There's a vibe. You got to be in the vibe for it,
Possibly. I mean, I'll watch it again and again, and that's just, and maybe I'll end up, it's not that I don't like it. It's tolerable, and that's what I don't like about it. I don't want something that's supposed to be this big representation to just be tolerable. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Listen, it had some problems, but I still loved it.
But I mean, it goes to a bigger thing where I put that in there. A lot of movies she has done with her husband as the director is not very well directed. And I don't say he's a bad director. I don't know. I don't know behind the scenes what's causing it, what the studios might say, what kind of, vibe is going on the set and stuff like that. Right. But it's just like, I do feel like it, if you watch something like her and Spy, or if you watch The Heat, I felt like it could be that. It's just like the timing on the Buddy could have been like that. The the timing that she had with I think it was Jason Statham and The Spy as the
right.
That was freaking hilarious. And like it's the timing. It's all about the timing. And it could be the editing, it could be the directing, could be look at Justice League. Look what happened.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, cheesy piece of crap,
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And then you come back and Zach's vision, he was able to do it, to me, much better. It actually showed women better. It showed, it had, we talked about it the other day. I'd never liked Joss Whedon. I thought that was the crap. I was like, this is the guy who did Avengers?
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my
Woo! Okay. Well, remind me to let them know that you don't want to direct the sequel if we get a sequel.
I think they should let me direct it. I do. I actually, you know what? And maybe that's what it is. I think a woman should have directed that, actually.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that for sure. Like, let Melissa or Octavia direct it, or
Octavia is a director, isn't she?
Yeah, do it. Like, put it in a woman's hands. Boom. Done.
There is a woman. I actually thought about this. I don't know if you got her name is Angela Robertson. She did a movie. It was a lesbian themed movie, but it was really big. It won like a short film at the Sundance. Then they did a full version of it. Had no budget whatsoever.
Right.
But and it's cheesy, and I barely made it through that. But Angela could have been really good at this movie. She's a woman of color director. I think this could have been her movie. I wish they would have offered it to her.
Yeah. Well, we will have to. Oh, Matt wrote up. The whole system is problematic because since Hollywood is so anti-big bodies and women over 40, we end up putting so much pressure on the few films that do get made, and that's not fair. Period. Well said, Matt. It's so true. That's why I wasn't going to be a critic on it, to be honest, KT, because I can, on another movie, KT, I can go ahead and say comments, but on this one, pretty much to Matt's point, like, I'm just not going to, because when will we see 2 plus size leads again like this?
Right.
We don't. So that's why I'm like, I loved it. I wish the mini.
That's why I think you have to come out of the ballpark. I mean, look at Wonder Woman. It took forever to get that made. And actually Joss Whedon wrote a script that, if you look at it, was so sexist.
Yeah, it's gross.
Thank God that didn't get made. And I think the fact that Zach had picked Gal Gadot, that was brilliant casting. And actually Kathy, what's her name? Oh my God. Patty did not like the fact that Wonder Woman was already picked when she was brought on to direct Wonder Woman.
Right.
She was very mad about that, but she worked with her and she actually helped Gal whenever the Joss Whedon thing went down. Like, there was a lot of things that are coming out now that she helped because she had the power after doing Wonder Woman to do so.
Right.
And that's what I mean. And she came out of the ballpark and hit that out of the ballpark. And I just kind of wish that we at least got to third base. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, I think it might have been because it was a male director. I think maybe it should have been a female director, looking at it. Maybe that's why I'm criticizing, is because
I think so too. Well, speaking of bad male directors like Joss Whedon,
let's go to the next one.
Yeah, like, it was a good column in LA Times. Did anybody see it? Are you sharing it, KT, or did you?
Yes, I'm getting it right now. Sorry.
Awesome. So Hollywood's love for making excuses for bullies. What is it about Hollywood being like so cool with bullies running the world? Like, and how this allowance for bullies, and like, why? Like, we are so anti-bully now as a society. Why are we still upholding these people?
Well, I was waiting for them to come after Scott Rudin. Sorry.
So what did you say you're waiting? Does that mean you had tea on them? Like, what?
Well, everybody knows. Even if you go look back at his old some old reports that came out about him. It's like, you know, he was the like one of the worst people to work with. He actually, there is like talking about how many assistants he's gone through and stuff like that. Like, it's just ridiculous. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what, I mean, and I told you, you guys know I've had some trauma back whenever I was in the studio system that I just was like, I ain't dealing with this. I ain't dealing with this. I'll go make films and do whatever I'm going to do. I don't need to be making these multi-million-dollar films and dealing with
they're too stressful. They're freaking stressful. Like, right. I don't want an entourage, like that type of feel of like, you know, it's just toxic. And like Hollywood has glamorized that type of behavior, you know, like even Miranda Priestley, you know, from Devil Wears Prada, you know, or Tony Soprano. Like, why do we glamorize these bad characters? Right. And it's so, I think it's even just narcissistic. Like, it's very narcissistic. That whole, like, that's what I appreciated about this column. They brought out that whole thing that a lot of, you know, stupid, tacky people still will do today, where they're going to say, baby, I'm going to make you a star. Stick with me and I'm going to make you a star. And like, it's still that type of, what does this have to do with you? Like, just get out of my face. Like, the more I know about Hollywood, the less I want to work with the people who are in that system, you know, like, it's insidious. It is so nasty. And who, like, the very first child superstar who was abused by bullies in Hollywood was
Shirley Temple.
Judy Garland.
Oh, well, Judy. Yeah. Well, that was, I mean, we caused her death. I'm just going to say it. Same thing
right,
as,
but what's his name? The guy it started with, what's his name? Lewis. It's Mayer, right? Mm-hmm. He bullied her and he fat shamed her, and they say he had some sort of Hitler-esque type of attitude towards her over every crumb that she put in her mouth. He didn't allow her to eat, and she was anorexic back then. She was not even normal or average. You know what I mean? So since then, it's been acceptable, you know, like all these people have been like modeled after him, been like, oh, well, it worked for him. Let's see how much I can get away with. But it's unacceptable to throw things at your assistants.
Yes, definitely.
It's unacceptable to sexually assault.
Scott Rudin took a MacBook, like the iMac, and put it down on somebody's hand. Like, what is that? Like,
put it down, or like
slammed it down.
Mother, father. How did he get away with that?
I mean, and I told you that I have had somebody chunk a stapler across the room, went past my head. That's when I decided to do that. I'm not going to say it where it can be.
Spill the tea.
No, but I've told you that. You know the story. But what I'm saying is like, that is accepted in the studio. Rantings by, you know, directors, white male directors, people of color directors, anybody, are, you know, I don't care what you are. Nobody deserves to be treated like that, you know?
No. Yeah.
There's going off on people, you know, everybody's like getting behind Christian Bale. Oh, you know, that one thing where he went off on the DP because he got in his line of sight because he's a method actor. Who cares? I'm paying to watch your film. Don't be screaming at people like that. I don't care how good of an actor you are.
It's just unacceptable. And I just feel like I'd love to like coach young people who are wanting to break into the industry, because in order to break into the industry, to really know what it means to break into the industry, it's going to compromise who you are. And it's going to hurt you. And like, I really want to like let young people know that they do not have to put up with that kind of behavior in order to succeed. You know, like Cheryl Bedford said something in a Clubhouse like a few months ago, and it just stuck with me. And by God, I think we're going to put it on a t-shirt. But she said a long time ago, as far as this film and TV industry is concerned, Cheryl said a long time ago, I changed my definition of what success means. And boom, I'm successful.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to really wrap our head around what that means. It's not about Harvey Weinstein level, right? KT, it's not about working with Quentin Tarantino and getting abused by him for a shot. No, like, you don't have to take that stuff. You don't work with these people. Don't work with them.
How many people laughed at Tyler Perry? Okay. Now the man owns his own Disney World, basically, or Disney in Atlanta. You know what I mean? How many people laughed at Dolly? Dolly was like, you know what? Forget you. For a couple of years, she was like, I'm going to go to Tennessee. She made Dollywood. She did whatever she wanted. You know, I always like, you know, I always think, what would she do? You know what I mean? Because people have downed that woman so much and have been so mean to her, like toxic. Yeah. And she just walked away from the toxicity. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's like, I don't need you, and I'm walking away.
And that's what she did. And listen, that's how I feel, KT. Like, I am not trying to, I will not change who I am for anybody in this freaking town. They can change for me. That's fine.
Well, and I want to bring up too, let's not even talk about these directors and actors. I want to talk about PR people in Hollywood who are even worse. Who are bullies. There's a lot of, well, I mean, everybody knows about the Mariah Carey's publicist for 15 years. I can't remember her name, but she's like the meanest publicist out there. Like, you don't like, there's a couple of, and most of them are women. That's what's weird about it. Is like, you don't piss these women off, or you don't get access to certain celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, it's like, there's this just, it's all about power and money in Hollywood. And it's like, if an insecure person is given a little bit of power, that's the problem. And a lot of people that are in Hollywood, a lot of actors, directors, artists, we're insecure. That's the one thing that makes, you know, we're very insecure in our art. We're like, you know, you have to be open, especially as an actor. You're, you know, it's a very depth oriented stuff, but give somebody who has really low self-esteem a little bit of power, and that's, and is a sociopath on top of it. And that's what we got at the top heads of a lot of places in Hollywood.
And they are predominantly white and male.
Right. But that's what makes me laugh is that in the publicist world, a lot of them are female.
White and female.
Yes. But I mean, it's just funny because like, when you, like, I've been on shoots, especially, oh my God, we won't even go into the fashion industry, but I've been on shoots where the publicist has told their client, this client who's paying them at least $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're fat, you look ugly, you need to do this, you need to do this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I don't even know why I have you as a client. You know, that kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it's just funny. And because I've been looking back at my experiences in Hollywood and how much like behind the scenes, like that people don't see, that these people have no power in the celebrity world. You know what I mean? Right. They're not on covers. They get people onto covers. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So it's just interesting.
Well, speaking of publicists and speaking of publicity, wow, we're on a roll tonight. This is smooth transitions. Listen, I want to give an award to Fat TV for best transitions of a talk show on Facebook, because we are connecting every single one of our topics tonight.
But we're also on YouTube and Periscope, just so you know.
Yeah, I'd like to give an award to Periscope. I dropped the other one. Oscar winners. Okay.
But you just messed up our transition now.
Okay. All right. So, Khloe Kardashian. What in the actual what? What? Like, what? If you don't know, now you're going to know.
Being insecure.
Listen, KT, I don't even, do we need to explain? Because it was thrown in our faces what happened. Wasn't looking for this information. Were you?
No, but I'll put it into the comments just in case anybody doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, so basically an unaltered, unphotoshopped, unairbrushed, everything photo of Khloe Kardashian enjoying her day, you know, got out into the public.
Oh my God. It didn't go through the whole Kardashian approval process.
Oh, it didn't go through. Yes. And I don't know. I heard, this could be a rumor, but I heard that her grandma shared it on social media or something. First of all, I didn't know she had a grandma. Secondly, who cares? It's your grandma. Why would she
wait, back up? I want to go on that. How come we didn't know she had a grandma? Because doesn't the mom like exploit everybody in that family?
Maybe she didn't get enough plastic surgery, or maybe she wasn't willing to release a sex tape, or maybe she wasn't willing. I mean, the list goes on with the.
Well, isn't Khloe supposed to be OJ's daughter, like secretly? Like, isn't
I mean, there's a rumor.
So maybe it's like OJ's mom.
I mean, I don't even know. All I know is that my day was interrupted with this news. Okay. So basically they're upset, or she's upset, or her team is upset because it got out there that she had a picture that wasn't airbrushed, and they've gone to lots of trouble to get this picture to not be seen, but it's too late. In my opinion, in a millisecond of your images and your videos going to social media, then that is when you have lost it. You've lost it. It's done. Like, you can't put it's like what they say about putting the toothpaste out. You squeeze the toothpaste. You can't get the toothpaste back in.
No.
Toothpaste is out.
I'm just like, the bullying that's going on with people who reshared it, of copyright infringement going out. You know what I mean? Like, like if you look, that's what's pissed the people off. She should have just not done anything. She's like, oh, I put it up there, blah, blah, blah. Look, like, we don't know you freaking Photoshop everything. Like, you could take any of their photos and unphotoshop them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Exactly that. And I don't know. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with the picture. You know what I mean? So who cares? Like, who freaking cares? So I don't know, you guys, just embrace who you are. Oh, it's Danielle. Okay, KT, we got to get Danielle's makeup out. I still haven't mailed it out.
Oh, hi, Jessica. How are you? Well, let me just say this about this. Okay. It was called what they call it, the Barbara Streisand effect, or the Streisand effect, because remember when Streisand tried to get a picture out of there and it basically virally blew it up. I think if she would have just not said anything and just took it down and just, it's out there, it's let it be. I mean, look, it took 5 years for people to start talking about the one where Madonna put her face on somebody else's body.
Wait, are we talking about Barbara Streisand, who didn't want to pick?
Yeah, it's called the Streisand effect. That's what they call it whenever you're trying to get something down and it makes it more viral than the actual issue. I think somebody had put like Getty Images or something had a photo of her house. Like, they had done this and it wasn't meant to be her house. Nobody knew it was her house until she tried to do a copyright notice to get it down. Like, it was for some kind of show or photo.
Oh, it was her house.
Yes.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And nobody knew it was her house until she said something. Because it was part of a bigger project.
Okay.
And that's why they call it the Streisand effect, because nobody cared and nobody knew until she had people start sending out legal notices saying, take that down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get you. No, totally. But like, I guess like, oh, Matt, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I mean, maybe she got paranoid. Like, the house thing, I can understand, but your actual person, it's like, like, I was going to say, because Babs has some pretty racy stuff out there.
Well, no, I mean, it's just, they call it the strike because that was the first time it really happened. Other people have, and what basically, it was funny because when I saw this going on, everybody was like, oh, how's the Streisand effect in Khloe Kardashian? And that made it worse. You know what I mean? It was like, nobody cared about that picture until And maybe this is actually what she's trying to do. I don't know.
I don't know. And like you said, nobody cared. I don't care. I don't care.
Nobody cared. Oh, I'm gonna go look and look really hard at a freaking Kardashian picture and go, oh my God, that's awful. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have time for that.
Well, speaking of I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
That is our new segment, guys.
I don't care.
I don't. What are we
going to talk about today? I don't care. KT, do you want to start?
No, you go ahead.
We're going to talk about Dante Wright. I don't care. I don't care that you thought that Dante was, had a traffic violation. I don't care that you thought that Dante might have hurt you. I don't care if Dante had an air freshener. I don't care that Dante could have possibly had violations on his record. I don't care because guess what? You still don't murder somebody. You don't murder somebody. So I don't care. What about you, KT?
I'm just like, you took it out of my mouth because it came back to me like this was because I've been watching the trial and I'm like, in the end, I don't care about anything of the fact that somebody put their freaking leg on somebody for 9 minutes with other officers around and nobody could control that man but this one guy. You know what I mean? So I don't care what anybody has done. Unless you're coming at me with a freaking gun, straight at me with a gun or a knife, I don't care. You don't do it.
Oh my God. But even if they are, we have the videos of white men coming at them with knives. We have videos.
Well, I'm sorry. Ain't nobody going to come after me with a knife.
Yeah. But I don't care. I don't care. Like, right. I don't care that you thought that it was a taser. I don't care that the taser is actually a different color than the gun. It's yellow. The gun is black. I don't care that a 5-year-old could have figured that out.
Right.
If you have been on this police academy for X amount of years, meaning more than a day, I don't care. You do not shoot brown or black bodies. I don't care. I don't care.
Good.
I'm pissed.
I know. Everybody is.
So abolish the police. KT's going to get on me on that one. Defund the police. Whatever we have to say. By the way, defund does not mean we shouldn't have police. It just means an organization of reallocating the funds that go into police departments. So I think that we got to do better. We have to do better. And honestly, KT, like, it's not even enough for people to put hashtag Black Lives Matter anymore. Like, it's getting to be like thoughts and prayers. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that we have started this segment with that, but Dante, his family, he left a child behind. Like, there's so much pain from this. And the fact that it even happened in the same city where a trial is going on for George Floyd.
Yeah.
Like, had they not learned, like, there
goes my conspiracy theory mind right now.
KT, my question is, did you not think like that over the course of this year, that department of all departments, like, had not learned, hey, maybe we should do better. Maybe we should do a different way of how we pull people over.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, let's do something different here. Like, but pulling over a kid for a freaking air freshener, like, what have they done this year? They didn't learn. Nobody learned. Nobody changed.
But that's what I'm saying. It needs to be reformed. It needs to be, look, everybody says defund the police, defund the military. All of that money doesn't go to training. That's the thing. All that money that is being put into the police departments and the military goes to the bigger corporations who are making war machines, who are making equipment that the police are using, when we should do is you break it down to the basic necessity. Here's my thing, and I come from a police family, okay? So all I have to say is my sister, who was a cosmetologist, had to have more hours in school than a person that's leaving the police academy right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That right there is the fundamental problem. Plus, you need to have better psych evaluations for the police department because there are way too many sociopaths that are policemen.
They want a gun. They want that gun,
Yeah.
don't they? They're
You
like,
know, it's the power. Every time I think about like what we should do, remember that movie Demolition Man where they you know, have you ever seen that movie with it's got Sylvester Stallone and like Sandra Bullock's in it and Wesley Snipes? Is it Demolition Man?
I mean, honestly,
Where he's a police officer and like the, you know, and it's like LA during the riots and then they freeze him for a bunch of years and he comes back and he's like, it's like this like new like way of policing. It's like no guns, you know what I mean? It's like futuristic policing. I'm like, that's what we need to go towards, you know?
I mean, I don't trust police officers. And everyone's like, there's good police officers out there. Well, like, I understand that, but I'm here to say that it's not enough anymore. Like, we need for brown and black innocent, like, they got to quit being killed. They're being murdered.
Right. Yes.
Like, it's done. Speak up, good police officers. Speak up, speak out, fight, protest, all these things. Demolition. Okay, Matt just shared a video of Demolition. I'll have to check it out. I don't know if I'm going to watch it because when you said Sylvester Stallone, I was already like.
No, but it's really funny. I mean, but what the problem is like in the movie, what's his face? Like the underground people go against the way things are going because the people of power have turned things against. Like it's all about power, and in the end, it's like nothing is ever going to work because anybody who gets a little bit of power becomes very sociopathic. You know, it's just the way it is. Power just does something to people. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was really interesting the way that the policing was in the future in that movie. I'm like, oh, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? Like if we could have something like that.
Yeah.
You really should watch it. It's very like, you can't even cuss. You get demerits if you cuss. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Like we could even just have like hologram police officers who can have the power to do some sort of invisible force field around someone so they can't escape and then like figure it out. Like do something that doesn't hurt people.
Right.
Do something that's not racist.
I think they even had like if somebody was like doing graffiti, like it would tase them. You know what I mean? It would be like if you were doing something bad, you got tased or like.
Well, I have an idea. Of course, I'm sure somebody's already done it before, but I was wondering like there should be an app where you can download the app and you will get pinged when somebody is in your neighborhood who's being pulled over by the police or stopped by the police. So if you're actually not busy, you can actually get out there and go bear witness and actually like
the Citizen app. This is why it's happening. But this is why it's happening. There's a thing called the Citizen app. Like anytime a police officer is called, it gives you a ping of what's going on.
I'm downloading it. I totally was like, there should be an app. I didn't even know.
That's how I found out about the Lady Gaga shooting. I was like, damn, they're shooting somebody down the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it. I mean, I'm done. I'm done. Like not like if something's around the corner from where I'm at, I'm going to effing pop off. Yeah. So like we can't like protect and serve, man. When that got thrown out the window a long time ago for a lot of people.
Right.
Tanya said, "Hey Tanya, I'm so happy you're here, by the way." She said that's what the Black Panther Party did in the civil rights era. So it's not a new idea. We got lost along the way of not holding ourselves accountable, you know, like.
No, I understand that. Yeah. I think we should do community policing. I mean, I think, you know, you have to answer. This is the problem. And it's the problem with like militaristic stuff and the politicians. None of them think they have to answer to the freaking the citizens of America, you know? And it's the same with around here. Like cops don't think that in the end, we actually pay the cops budget. It comes out of our taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we definitely should be like having like the community. You're supposed to be helping this community around you. Yes, there's a lot of violence. It's the human nature to be violent. We've been violent since we were born. We came out violent. You know what I mean? Like humans as a whole, there's always been violence, you know?
No, I hear you. I've heard that before. You did not come out violent. I did not come out violent. We did not come out violent.
As a human, like if you go back in history, it's always been violent. And it's always been over one thing. I think I'm better than you. I think I'm more powerful than you. And then somebody goes, he looks more powerful than me, so I'm going to go kill him and take his power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I do.
That's really what it comes down to. It's like there is this, animal instinct of like we're an apex predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go even further than that. We are, and it's human nature to be, for a lot of people to be that way.
Yeah,
it's instinctual. I mean, all you've got to do is like go talk to somebody who has no remorse. And you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not something that you can just pray away. And it's not something that you can just do therapy with. These people are actual evil. You know what I mean?
No, period. Listen, I think that this segment is a good segment. Like, I want us to do the I don't care every week. Alphaba. Sorry, y'all. She's licking her stitches. Stop. No more licking. No more. Okay. I can't, she'll take the cone of shame off. I can't keep it on her.
Anyway.
Hey, Jenny. Do you mind getting me the neck pillow and just putting it on her? I'm sorry.
Okay, it's not a neck pillow. It's the airplane pillow. You have to say the airplane pillow.
You're totally right. Like, just put it right on her neck. Boom. And like, she'll stop for like the next 10 minutes. My dog, you guys.
I know.
Excuse me. But yeah, give us feedback. Did you guys like I don't care? I liked it. But also, more importantly,
well, you know what? I don't care if you like it or not. I'm just kidding.
That was good. That was really good. I don't care if you like it or not, because we're still gonna do it. I don't care.
Exactly.
That was great. Wait a second. Speaking of that was good. What you watching?
Oh yeah, what are we watching?
That's our next segment and our last segment. What you watching?
Yes. What is our what you watching section?
You start, because I gotta drink water right now.
I forgot. What were we supposed to talk about today? Because we talked about Thunder Force. What else did I watch? I've been watching old movies.
Well, like what? Like Black and White?
I actually watched The Core again. Don't I?
What's The Core? I thought that was a workout. What is that?
Tanya says, do it. I don't care. Yeah, there we go.
Every week.
What have I been watching? I mean, I don't even remember. Oh, I think I want to tell you something right now. I just got new calming pills for the dogs, and I think it just started to hit Wookie, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, Wookie is
he's been very anxious with all the thing. You know what we've been watching?
What?
The demolition men outside retrofitting our apartment complex for earthquakes. We had that earthquake the other day, and I was like, well, maybe we do. Maybe we do need it.
Like, maybe we do need it. Maybe we do. I've been watching, obviously we watched Thunder Force.
Let me get it really quick. Tanya wants me to share the brand.
Oh, share the brand. Yeah, share the brands. Ooh, okay. This is what it's like when I leave.
I just want to tell you this. I've been looking at like Harmony. I've been looking at a bunch of stuff. This is natural, and they got me in my Facebook. They did it. Their Facebook commercial got me. So that's what I've been watching. Their face. So it's called, can you read that?
It says Felix and Fetch. Okay, cool.
There's 60 of these. It's called Calm and Comfort, and it tastes like bacon, and he eats it. But he's even looking at me. But Wookie is like over there on the couch now in the most comfortable position I've seen him in a while.
Okay.
And he's under 25 pounds. So this is for actually him and for Junior, because it's supposed to help their aggressive fear nature too. So I'm trying it out. My next thing is there's something called Harmony. If this doesn't work, I'm going to get this thing called Harmony that you put in their food.
Okay.
But you do need, like, especially right now, like, especially with everything that's going on with the people outside, I need something for them. But also I need my dogs are what do you call them? What are my dogs? They are rescues. And they were Junior was beaten very bad, so he has a fear of men and a fear of a lot of people. So he likes to jump, and I've been trying very hard since I got him to not do that. And you're supposed to give them some calming stuff that helps with the fear. So
yeah,
we're gonna try this out for the 60. They are however long 60 pills last. Lilo doesn't need it. She has got no anxiety.
Okay. Aww. Well, yeah, Leela's like, I'm good. I'm good.
It's like, what do I need it for?
I'm getting caught up on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. I love that show. It's so fun.
I watched one episode.
Wasn't it great?
No.
Oh my God, Casey, stop! Stop it.
Hold up, I have a little one.
If that was real life, when you sing theater, musical theater, and pop culture songs, whatever, all day long to express your thoughts, would that not be awesome?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. But see, you like Glee and musical theater.
That's funny you said I like Glee, because I like literally barely watch Glee, actually. So,
oh, really?
But I do love musical theater. I am a musical theater.
Reminds me of musical theater. I guess that's why I'm not like I'm not into like stuff singing every few minutes. Look at her. She's like, she just wanted to get up here.
Like right now, if you were gonna sing a song, what would it be? Like the mood of right now with your dog. What is it? Like you would be like,
ooh, let the dogs out. Woo, woo, woo. She likes dancing. See, I like dancing.
Oh my God, Lilo is a character. Hi, Lilo.
Very much a character. She is a character. She needs her eyes clean. Everybody, I said I should have named her Maybelline because she has these eyebrows. See these eyebrows?
She does. She's a hottie, hot. Look at her. Lilo's like, who needs eyebrows? Eyebrow liner, not me.
Oh my God! Speaking of Chihuahuas, because that's what she is. Have you seen Prancer, the Chihuahua that hates everybody? Oh
no.
My God, guys, go Google this. It's Prancer. He is a Chihuahua mix. The lady that wrote his she's a rescue, like she's fostering him. And she basically said, if you are a man, if you're a child, if you're this dog is not for you. She basically said this dog is half demonic.
Oh my.
But it's just so funny. Something like, if you ever wanted a possessed Victorian doll, this dog is for you.
This is the dog. This is the one. Oh, that's
it is. Fun. It's a little Chihuahua, because Chihuahuas have a tendency of like only liking one person. Though when my friend Jess comes over, she leaves me, and then it becomes Jess. Yeah. I don't understand it. She's the only one that does that.
Yeah.
And they have this tendency of like being really aggressive towards anybody else who comes towards you, you know?
Wow. Leo. That's really cute. That's adorable.
Yes.
Well, I think our time is up. I think we did great. We hit all the subjects. We're good. We're good.
We're not going to be on Clubhouse tonight.
No.
But maybe sometime this week or next week.
Yes.
You know, I am thinking that Clubhouse is kind of getting it. I don't know. Has it even gotten onto the other thing right now? What is it? The Droid?
Oh, no, I think it's like still in beta, but they just had a town hall and they're figuring out ways where you can attach your bank account to your account on Clubhouse, so you can start getting paid to be on there.
Well, let's just talk about that they had a data breach this week too. So I don't know if I'm going to attach my bank account.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
To Facebook.
Yeah, I'd rather just put my Venmo in there and be done. But but I don't think this is the last of Clubhouse yet. We'll see. Yeah. And but Clubhouse is fun. It's just, there's so many social media apps that we're like circling around, and it gets exhausting.
I think it's exhausting to me because it's like when we do stuff, it's like 2 hours. But you kind of have to do that to get it to actually start having a really good conversation with a lot of people, and also to actually get people to get into the algorithm to have more people in there, you know?
Yeah, like basically the first 30 to 45 minutes is like a warm up. And then we get into it. And then we're talking. And then like, yeah. No, I feel you. But like, you know, and then it's good. We've made some good connections on there. Tanya got me in there.
I know. I remember Tanya was on our first Clubhouse.
Yes, Tanya, we'd love to have you like on the show again anytime. Let us know if you can come back on as a co-host.
I know. We got to get I can't wait till things start opening up and we can do more things like, you know, outside of this. Like we can go to places and actually know that, hey, you know, like we can go to Tanya's house and say, let's
after we both get our second vaccines, as careful as we are, couldn't we start doing it together again in each other's homes? Like we could do.
Well, I mean, technically we can film. We have to be 6 feet away and all that kind of stuff.
We can figure it out. I think we need to do it. It's time to switch up the vibe. I think we could pull it off.
We could start doing it, yes.
We'll have a meeting, but not on here.
All right, guys. We will see you next week, and we love you, and thank you for supporting us.
Yes. Love y'all. Thanks for coming.
Bye.